used to eat these, but just like this. No wonder I have stomach problems. Stop being stupid. I'll try and be better. And we would know you beam like a beacon to everyone in town. I don't care. I don't care what's happening. Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video. And also welcome to those of you who are new. My name's Natasha. I usually do bookish things here. Over on this channel, obviously. You know, my handle gives everything away. But anyway, firstly, before we get started into this vlog, I just want to thank everyone who has stayed subscribed. I took a 2-week unnoticed hiatus because mental health and everything in work was crazy. So I just thought, hey, I need a break. The books that I read for the following 2 weeks also falls into the Readathon, but I do start out with a book that I desperately needed to read before the publishing day because I received the ARC and I just kept on putting it off for like 2 months. And then August came in a rush and I was like, oh damn, I need to read this book. So let me talk to you about the books that I read and then yeah, we'll just jump right into the video. So the first one is Daughter of the Drowned Empire by Frankie, Diane, Mallis. This is Cleopatra versus Throne and Glass inspired. Did I just say Throne and Glass? I mean Throne of Glass inspired. This is about a girl who is living in a very dangerous kingdom where she is third in line for the throne, but she's also keeping a very dark secret from everyone around her, besides her 2 sisters who are in on the secret. And one day when she goes to the revealing ceremony where she chooses to become a mage, she discovers that she has different kinds of powers that might lead to her banishment. It is also very high stakes because some of the things that happened before, especially with her cousin, that occupied a kind of power resulted in her death. So she's very scared that this is going to happen to her, but something far worse happens to her. So we just follow her on this journey where she tries to make decisions of how she is going to protect her sisters as well as protect herself from the person that she loves, because if he finds the secret, he will destroy her world. Then the next book I read is The Socialite by Janelle Sielski. I don't know. This book is about a woman who goes to a Nazi-occupied Paris to try and bring her sister back to England, but she is unsuccessful because her sister is deep in the throes of a Nazi lover. But she gets the help of a Scotsman who is secretly employed by her father, which she doesn't know, to bring both of them back. And slowly but surely they fall in love while trying to bring her sister back to England. It's a historical fantasy with fake dating. I do soft DNF this because in the beginning I just couldn't get about this book. I couldn't get like a feel for the book and I kept zoning out during listening to this book, so I was just like, you know what, I'm going to put it down and I'm going to read it another time. Then I read Love and Other Lost Things. This is an ARC I received from Bookatour, and this is about a girl who returns home after she fled 10 years ago. The circumstances around her fleeing is due to an abusive parent, but she never tells anyone why she leaves. And when she suddenly returns, everyone's like, but why are you here? You just up and left your parents and your parents are so beloved. Yeah, she's just passing through to town so that she can leave once everything is settled down. And then she meets her high school sweetheart and he's trying to uncover what exactly happened to her 10 years ago. And she's scared if she reveals secrets that she won't be able to leave because she still loves him. Then I read Love Changes Everything by Simmi Ramdutt, and this is the second book in the Hexagon series. This is about a woman who is married off to a financially distressed duke. They spend a day together, not even a night, they spend a day together, and then she is pregnant with his son, but he leaves her. Like 2 hours after doing the horizontal tangle, he's like, peace, I'm going to France. And it's basically a journey of them going through, oh, this happened to you, I was pregnant, I had to raise our son alone for the last 2 months, and you were nowhere to be found. Then I jumped over to Medici Heist. This is an ARC I received over on NetGalley. I do say continuously that it's called Medici Heist until the end. I'm aware. Medici Heist just sounds better in my head, but it's not. So it's Medici Heist, and it's about a group of misfits who plan to conduct a heist on the Medici Pope in Florence because they are suppressing and kind of extorting the people of Florence. It takes place in 1517, so it's a long time ago, which means it's historical fiction with a heist. Those are all the books that I read in this vlog. Without any further ado, let me just stop yapping and yap some more. in other clips.
Hello everyone, long time no chat. I'm trying to make space here because there's so much stuff around me and I just want to put the phone down. I have 4 arcs that I need to read, and I need to read it's 5 arcs, not 4, and I need to read them ASAP. The first book that is on my list is A Daughter of a Drowned Empire. I'm currently on 14% of it and it's due on the 1st of August. That is in 3 days. Today is the 29th. Anyway, so I'm going to be editing a video and, you know, just doing bits and bobs around the house, but I'll take you along with me and maybe watch a YouTube video. I should stop. I'm currently on leave. Yeah, and I picked up the flu last week. I think my body was just like, hey, you're relaxing, so let me just hit you with the flu. Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. So it's currently after 1, almost 2. I woke up at, let's say, 5:30 this morning and I was feeling so horrible. My nose, the one side was blocked and the other one was open, so this one had to do 100% intake of air and it burned so much. And it wasn't even this morning, it was throughout the night as well, so I slept horribly. Woke up with a major headache, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sleep until I wake up. And I woke up I think at 8:30ish and stayed in bed until after 10. So I didn't do a lot this morning. Then I went to shower just to wash my hair because it was horrible yesterday. And yeah, at least I can say I did read a bit last night. I got to 31% of Daughter of the Drowned Empire and I'm really enjoying it. It's really interesting to read about. I don't know, there's a lapse in me about the first few chapters. Like, I still don't know how the world is situated. It kind of gives me where Thor is from. I can't remember the world, but it sounds like it's on the floor, like on the earth, and then there's an empire that drowned. I don't know, it was very confusing in the beginning. I thought there was a lot of sky things happening, like they were in the sky, so their main travel was sky, but it also sounds like they're in the desert, so I don't know where the drowned empire is coming from, and I'm just I'm very confused, but I'm enjoying it. And I just reached the part in the synopsis where it said, well, not just reached, but I supposed it, where it says our main character, the power she possesses is much more dire than they thought it was going to be. Sorry, I'm just lowering you because my arm's getting sore. And yeah, I'm making good progress for someone who has been procrastinating this book for quite some time. I think the only problem was that I missed kind of crucial points at the beginning. So because I started this book at the beginning of June, and I wasn't going to read the first few chapters again because they were long chapters. So I was just like, you know what, I'll go with it. But maybe I should just reread it for clarity's sake, just to know what's going on. Like, I do know what's going on, but it took me a while to get used to the terminology because a lot of people, like, the kings are referred to as cars. So I don't know if this is Eastern inspired. Could be, I don't know. And then the king, or not the king, but like the ruler, he's not an emperor, he's a imperator. Watch me butcher that name. Hold on, let me check on Google what it says. Imperator. It looks like it's kind of the word imperator comes from like Roman and Greek, so this could be Roman and Greek inspired. I do see a bit of that because they keep talking about sandals and people walking around with sandals, and then the northern side that is a bit more colder. I don't know. There's no map because this is an ARC. There's no map. It just, on the ARC page, it says map here or insert map here. And I'm like, I kind of need the map, you know, because I'm confused as to what is happening. This is one thing I hate. Like, when you get into a book, it's like, oh, hey, your battery level is low. Thanks. I'm also watching some HGTV. My husband's Legos there in the corner. So, yeah, it's a chill day today. Currently eating wine gums. They're almost done. But anyway, save the best for last, the red ones. Another point I'm trying to make, I just wanted to come on here and say I am currently on 36% of the book. And the one thing that annoys me about our main character is because she's third in line to the throne. Obviously, she's a royal, so obviously she has this idea of, how can I put it nicely? She has this queenly air towards her. Like, she believes everything is owed to her just because she is third in line for the throne, and I'm like, that is a bit annoying. And also, she was now moved to some other apartment or another, and it says, my apartment was small, dark, and bare, not benefiting a lady of Carbatavia. And I was like, because you're not a lady anymore. And I was just like, listen, take what you can get. It's kind of annoying to read it like that, but at the same time I understand, because it's how she grew up. It's her thought that she will eventually have become like the heir apparent to the throne because of her two sisters they might have abdicated in the future. She still expects royal treatment, and I'm hoping her apprentice or escort or whatever, where she is now, will actually humble her a bit. Like, yes, you might still be a lady, but you're not heir to the throne, and your situations have already changed. So yeah, anyway, that thing just went on, so I'm gonna continue reading and just relaxing for the next half hour before starting to make food. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, so it's the day before August, and I just wanted to film this because I am feeling very inspired today. I deep cleaned the whole house. Today's my last day of leave, by the way. So I deep cleaned the whole house, and then I was like, I want to make chicken a la king for dinner, but then I was like, nah, I don't really want to. And I saw this. Hold on, I'm trying to get it. And I was like, hey, let me make this for dinner. So I am just going to record this. Hopefully it works out, and hopefully it's nice. But I just thought, let's just, I don't know, record some food being made. It says spicy, but I can't eat spicy food, so I'm going to leave out the chili powder. I do have like mild curry powder that it's really not that hot, so I'll probably sprinkle that in there. I don't have a red onion because I don't necessarily use red onions. I feel like they are too powerful, so I'm gonna use a brown onion. Don't have garlic because my husband hates garlic. I have tomato, have red pepper. Oh, I need a yellow pepper as well. I do have that though. I'm not gonna use sour cream, and sprigs, couldn't find them, so anyway, I'll improvise. You know, I used to eat these, but just like this. No wonder I have stomach problems. Hello everyone, happy day 2 of Readathon. I had a plan to update you all yesterday, and then I just didn't want to. Let's put it like that. I was in no mood to sit in front of the camera, but I did finish Daughter of the Drowned Empire, and I'm giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. The only problem for me was the main character. The amount of times that she keeps telling everyone that she's a high lady, and you have to address her as Her Grace, Her Majesty, or Your Grace, Your Majesty. And I'm just like, it happened the whole book through. Every time someone called her by a name, she's like, Her Grace. And I was like, okay, but you stepped down. She didn't have a choice, but she stepped down. And now she keeps playing this double. She's either this person or she is the princess. And I'm just like, this is driving me up the wall. The spice, there's no spice in the story, which is very entertaining, but it's very slow burn. She is dating this heir that she wants to marry. Like she thinks he's her end all and be all because he is a way for her to get out of her situation, but she's not thinking everything through. So I'm just like, stop being stupid. And she doesn't want to listen to her sisters, because her one sister said, don't jump, ahead of time. Just think things through, work through whatever you are in the current situation you are. And she's like, no, he's my only solution. And I'm like, oh my word. And now she's tied to this guy called Ryan, and they can't be together because of the oaths that they took due to the decision she took. I want to be very vague because I don't want to give everything away for if you want to read this book. But anyway, so the oaths they took means that they can't be together, but there is some tension between these two. And the more the book comes to an end, the more she realizes, oh hey, maybe what's his name, Tristan, who I've been dating for the last 2 years, isn't exactly the person that I want to be with,
because if he finds out that I'm keeping a secret, then he will go after the people I love. And now she's like, oh, I actually like Ryan, but I can't be with him. And I'm like, oh my word. It did end on a good cliffhanger because she kind of got common sense. But yeah, just the fact that she was flip-flopping between the I'm her grace, you should call me her grace, was rather annoying. So she didn't fail to mention that every time. And the amount of times she told us that she has red hair when it's in the sun, and I'm like, I get that it's important, but we know your hair's red in the sun, so you can just say the sun is shining on my hair and we would know. You beam like a beacon to everyone in town. I know that sounds weird, but it's just, some of the descriptions and the reminders. And then there were also these info dumpy moments about the world. Because it's high fantasy, you need a lot of information, but sometimes it's very info dumpy, and I'm like, and then other times it's as if a story is being told to you, so you get the best of both worlds. But there really were times where the info was just, here you go. And it was a bit too much. There were a lot of things that she needed to remember, and I couldn't remember everything. And then when I was done with the book, I discovered the glossary at the back of the book. It would have been nice if we were told there was a glossary. I want to read the second book, but now's not the time. Anyway, so after that, I joined sprints that Donna was hosting yesterday. I started reading The Socialite, but it's not gripping me in a way that I thought it was going to be. So I don't know if I should soft DNF this for a later stage, later in this month, and continue with other books, because I have a few arcs due soon. And I really want to get to them this weekend. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I don't know. It's kind of like a fake dating trope in this, but because it's historical fantasy, I don't think you can call it fake dating. I'm not sure. But I'm not feeling that. And it's not like it's not interesting, because there's interesting facts in this. Like, she needs to save her sister and take her back to England. But at the same time, she can't, because her sister is very attached to her boyfriend, which is a Nazi person. And he's very stuck up, as they probably were. And yeah, it's messy. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't care what's happening. So I don't know, I should probably just take a break. I am going to take a break right now from working, because I've been uploading so many stories right now that I feel rather tired, and I still have a lot to do, because I refreshed my X account and then there was so many announcements from the municipalities that I follow, and I was just like, oh my word, okay. And they're all newsworthy, because we do cover local news, and I currently don't have someone to help me cover this province. So I'm all by myself. But anyway, that's not the problem. The problem is I need to, I think I'm going to soft DNF this. And then let's just quickly check my NetGalley app thingy. The books that are due on the 6th, your ears itching, according to my spreadsheet, is Medici Heist, and then they moved Love and Other Lost Things to the 6th of August as well. It was the 7th, and now it's the 6th, and I'm like, okay. So probably, I don't know which one is going to be quicker. Maybe Love and Other Things. Yeah, and then, I don't know. I think Love and Other Things is calling to me. Yeah, let me read that. I actually want to listen to an audio because I'm so busy, but yeah, it's not helping. Anyway, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Love and Other Lost Things. I keep just saying Love and Other Things. So let me dive into that book. I'll see if I have any other updates. But yeah, those are my updates for now. It's sad. I'm not final. It's not a final DNF. It's just a DNF for now. Yeah. Maybe I'll just continue it tomorrow, because today I just feel like I'm not concentrating, so I'm missing half of the story. And I think that's the problem. But then this will be for a later stage. Maybe next week or the week after. I don't know. Who knows? I think this book is gonna make me cry. This is not good. It is currently 10:15. I'm on track to finish this book in about an hour, so yeah, I'm not ready to cry. Happy Monday afternoon. It's late in the afternoon. I really don't have energy for anything right now, and I'm trying to psych myself up to at least just record my July wrap up and then edit it slowly but surely throughout the day while reading, and then sending it out tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning. I should have done it yesterday, but I didn't want to. Anyway, let me quickly catch you up on what happened this weekend. First of all, I finished Love Changes. No, I didn't. I finished Love and Other Lost Things. And I really enjoyed this book. It is quite a heavy read. It's a lot about an abusive past, especially with the parent and then with the partner as well. So yeah, just check for trigger warnings with that one. It was very focused more on family drama than it was on the second chance romance that it is advertised as. Like, I got more from the family drama and the blast from the past, where our main character Jane was talking about why she fled her hometown and how she ended up being in the same cycle as her mom, and how she eventually grows out of that, where she blames her mom for, how can I say, not leaving her father and just always taking his side, when eventually she explains this in a very nice way, that when you're a kid you always believe everything is white or black, but there's always a gray side. So yeah, powerful story. And then, like I say, the romance did not take center stage as it is advertised, but the romance did play through very well, and it also has a very supportive system in the story and a very nice twist. I didn't see that twist coming, so I thought that was entertaining. So I'm giving it 4 stars. I don't think I have a lot to say about that book. And, just if you're looking for a very gut impactful kind of read, I would suggest this one. So yeah, impactful, very, very impactful. And then I picked up Medici Heist. I'm really not far into that story. I am only on like 9% of the story right now. It's a nice build up. It's like I'm just working through it. Basically, I don't have a lot to say. It's basically just what is in the description. So right now I'm just reading through that. I didn't read the description. I did when I asked for the arc, but I've completely forgotten what has been happening in this book. All I know is a heist about the Medici Pope, involved in the Medici Pope, that kind of thing. I'm trying to make a dent into it today because the review has to be up tomorrow, which gives me about, I won't say, probably just over 24 hours that I have to read this book. So yeah. And then, I don't know what got over me, but I also picked up another book, which is Love Changes Everything by Simmi Ramdutt. This is a South African author. I thought I was going to finish it yesterday, but turns out I wasn't, because I got too tired way too quickly. But I am not going to put this on like my it needs to be finished now. Right now, Medici Heist is my very important factor. My very important book that I need to finish. And then we'll jump to Love Changes Everything, which this part will probably take me about a few hours because it's not a heavy, dense read. It's very descriptive, but it does flow by fast. I mean, look at the text. It's not small or anything. The print is just small. So I think it's just to make the pages look more. I'm just going to try and add more B-roll as we go along today. I don't know, this weekend it wasn't good. Anyway, I'll chat to you guys later.
Hello, everyone. Long time no see. I'm very bad at vlogging this few weeks. Like, I'm so tired. Yeah, it's been one of those weeks. Monday, I was trying to film and then our website crashed. Tuesday, tried to film, website crashed, so it was all hands on deck. Luckily, my boss was here this time. Like, usually when the website crashes, my boss is on leave. Luckily, she was here right now, so the stress levels weren't as high as they usually were. But anyway, so an update on my reading. I did finish and was made aware that it is called Medici Heist and not Medici. So I finished it, gave it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It's really that if you like Six of Crows, if you like a heist kind of story centered around the fields of Ocean 11 and Lift, that kind of stories, I found out that I really like those. So it's basically what I signed up for. But yeah, that is what the vibes of this book gives. It ended on a nice way. It was like an open-ended,
you know how they usually end where there's a possibility that more might happen, but it's up for your own discretion kind of thing. So yeah, ended very well. I really enjoyed it. I see a lot of people giving this book flack, and I'm just like, I was here. I enjoyed it. And then I also finished, I'm not going to take it out now, but I'll put up a picture here. Love Changes Everything by Simmi, the South African author for this book. Gave it 4 stars. There were some parts where I was like, okay, I get the point. Can we move on? I think I mentioned this before. Like, there's a lot of over-explaining. It was enjoyable. It read really fast. The only thing that grinds my gears is the male love interest, because they're very misogynistic. Like, severely. Sometimes it grated my gears because there was this one point where he didn't believe his wife was pregnant with his child or had his child, and then it was like, oh no, you slept with my friend, you know, that kind of thing. And then they kept holding a grudge against each other for like the majority of the book. So that was, I don't know, grow up kind of thing. 4 books in this vlog is quite a lot. Granted, I started last week, you know, so it is what it is. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. Well, I look like this. Yeah, that's and then I'll probably edit it and do all the nitty-gritty stuff. So at least I then have a video for Monday, and it's not this rush to get it. I'm also suffering from a lovely headache, so I'm just gonna call it a day, and then yeah, you'll see which books I read next week. So I wanted to make this like a whole week and a half kind of thing, but like I say, I'm just pooped. I'm assuming this is going to be a very boring first vlog, so please stick around for the rest. I promise I'll try and be better.